Ford owners across the country are opening up their mailboxes and getting hit with a number that makes their stomach drop: $9,000. That's not a typo, and it's not a rare, unlucky case. It's becoming a pattern serious enough that Consumer Reports and independent shops are now flagging it as a real financial risk for anyone driving a modern Ford truck. And the timing couldn't be worse, because this is happening just as Ford is trying to convince buyers that its trucks have finally solved their transmission problems for good. Let's start with the truck at the center of this story, the 2026 Ford F-150. On paper, this truck looks like a win for Ford. Consumer Reports just gave the Power Boost Hybrid its #1 reliability ranking, and Ford quietly redesigned the valve body inside the 10-speed 10R80 transmission to fix the harsh, jarring shifts that owners had been complaining about for years. That should be the end of the story. Fixed transmission, happy customers, moving on. But early field data from April 2026 tells a different story, one where owners outside of warranty are still facing a $9,000 out-of-pocket repair risk. That contradiction is exactly why buyers like Terry Smith from Aledo, Texas, are hesitating. Terry took to the Ford F-150 owner's Facebook page to explain that after seeing all the engine and transmission complaints online, he's now second-guessing an order he was ready to place on a brand-new 2026 model. And he's not alone. Across owner forums and Facebook groups, the same worry keeps surfacing. People want to believe Ford fixed the problem, but the receipts from real repair shops are telling a more complicated story. So what's actually going on under the hood? According to the reporting, Ford has updated the part number for the main control valve body in the 2026 model, adding a more durable coating on the solenoids to stop the sticking that caused failures between 2023 and 2025. That's a real fix, and it matters. But here's the twist nobody expected. Service departments are still seeing a separate issue tied to low voltage, where a battery sitting at 12.1 volts instead of a full 12.6 can trigger the transmission control module into throwing phantom failure codes. In other words, some owners walking into the dealership convinced their transmission is dying might actually just have a weak battery. Industry estimates suggest as much as 40% of reported transmission failures could be solved with a quality AGM battery and a software update, yet dealers often jump straight to recommending a full replacement instead. That's a massive gap between what's actually broken and what's getting billed. There's also a mechanical wrinkle specific to the V8 models. Reports point to the transmission's adaptive learning software conflicting with the fuel-saving cylinder deactivation system on the 5.0-liter V8, producing a shudder that many owners mistake for total powertrain failure. Imagine paying $9,000 for a new transmission when the real issue was a software conflict the whole time. That's the kind of story that should make every F-150 owner pause before signing off on a repair estimate. Now let's talk about why the price tag is so brutal in the first place. Because this isn't just a Ford problem, it's a modern transmission problem. Consumer Reports has pointed out that today's complex 10-speed transmissions often require an entire unit swap rather than a simple repair when something goes wrong, and the cost of these modern powertrain repairs has outpaced inflation, regularly exceeding $9,000 for a full transmission replacement on late-model half-ton pickups. These trucks are essentially rolling computers now, and when one small component fails, the whole system sometimes has to come out. And this isn't limited to the F-150 either. Owners of other Ford models are living through their own versions of this nightmare. Ford Transit and Transit Connect owners have reported transmissions failing completely, right around 80,000 to 90,000 miles, a window that frequently lands just outside Ford's standard 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. Dealership quotes for Transit Connect replacements are landing between $8,000 and $8,500. While independent shops can sometimes bring that number down to around $5,000. That gap alone is worth thousands of dollars, and most owners have no idea it exists until they start calling around. Even Ford's own owner community is swapping horror stories about repair costs and warranty denials that leave people stuck without a vehicle for weeks at a time. One owner described paying $9,000 for a transmission replacement at an independent shop, only to run into issues again a little over a year later, and then getting told the damage was caused by abuse rather than covered under warranty, all while the truck sat in the shop for nearly a month and the owner had no way to get to work. That story isn't rare, and that's exactly the problem. Once a shop or a warranty company decides to label something as owner abuse, the burden shifts entirely onto the customer to prove otherwise, and most people don't have the paperwork trail, the video evidence, or the legal knowledge to fight back effectively. That's why consumer protection lawyers keep repeating the same advice over and over. Document everything, get everything in writing, and never assume a verbal promise from a service advisor will hold up later. It's a frustrating position to be in, because the average driver just wants their truck fixed and back on the road, not a crash course in contract law. So let's break down what a transmission repair bill actually looks like, because understanding the anatomy of that invoice is the key to knowing whether you're getting a fair deal or getting taken for a ride. Labor alone can run anywhere from $1,200 to $2,400, since a full transmission rebuild can take a technician 10 to 20 hours of hands-on work just to remove, disassemble, rebuild, and reinstall the unit. Then you've got the rebuild kit itself, packed with new seals, gaskets, clutches, and steel plates, adding another $400 to $900. If any hard parts failed, like a gear set, a drum, or a torque converter, that's an extra $300 to $1,000 or more. And on top of all that, a modern transmission needs several quarts of specialized synthetic fluid, tacking on another $100 to $200. Add it all up and you can watch a bill spiral from a few $100s into five figures in a matter of minutes on paper, even before anyone mentions the transmission itself. Here's where things get even trickier for Ford owners specifically. Dealership repairs typically mean you're getting a new or remanufactured OEM transmission, a fresh torque converter, an updated cooler, full software programming, and an adaptive relearn process, essentially a complete hardware and software reset. That full package is exactly why dealership quotes for late-model transmissions routinely land in the $6,000 to $10,000 range. It's thorough, but it's also expensive, and Ford isn't shy about charging for that thoroughness. The trade-off is a real warranty, often 2 to 3 years with unlimited mileage, which sounds reassuring until you remember the story of the owner who paid $9,000, had problems return a year later, and then got denied coverage anyway. This is where the smartest Ford owners are starting to change their strategy entirely. Instead of walking into the first dealership and accepting whatever number lands on the estimate sheet, they're getting 2 or 3 written quotes from different shops before agreeing to anything. Independent transmission specialists, in particular, tend to have lower overhead and can sometimes bring the same job in thousands of dollars cheaper than a dealership, without sacrificing quality. The catch is you have to actually do the legwork of calling around, and most people don't, because when your truck is dead in the driveway, the instinct is to fix it immediately rather than shop for the best price. There's also a simple mathematical tool worth knowing before you approve any big repair, and mechanics call it the repair-to-value ratio. You take the cost of the transmission repair and divide it by what your vehicle is actually worth in good running condition. If that number comes out above 1.0, you're paying more to fix the truck than the truck is even worth, and unless there's serious sentimental value involved, that's usually a sign to walk away and put the money towards something else. If the ratio lands between 0.5 and 0.8, it becomes a judgment call based on how long you plan to keep the vehicle and whether the rest of it, the engine, the body, the frame, is still in solid shape. And if it's under 0.5, the math almost always favors repairing over replacing, especially compared to gambling on a different used vehicle with its own hidden problems. Now let's talk about prevention, because this is honestly the part most owners skip right past until it's too late. The single biggest thing separating a $200 fix from a $4,000 catastrophe is how early you catch the warning signs. A small transmission fluid leak addressed today might cost you next to nothing, but ignored for a few months, that same leak can starve the internal components of lubrication and turn into a complete failure that costs thousands more to correct. Mechanics see this pattern constantly. Small, cheap problems that get pushed aside because the truck still drives fine, right up until the day it doesn't drive at all. Regular fluid changes are the cheapest insurance you will ever buy for one of these transmissions. Most Ford automatics benefit from a fluid service somewhere between 30 and 60,000 miles, depending on how the truck is used, whether that's daily commuting, heavy towing, or stop-and-go city driving. Clean fluid keeps the internal clutches and bands operating the way they were engineered to, and dirty or degraded fluid is one of the fastest ways to accelerate wear on components that are already expensive to replace. Yet this is exactly the kind of maintenance that gets skipped because it doesn't feel urgent, until suddenly it's the most urgent thing in your life. Pay attention to the early symptoms too, because these transmissions almost always give warning before they fail outright. Delayed engagement when you shift into drive, a shudder or vibration at certain speeds, gears that slip or hunt back and forth, or a burning smell coming from under the hood, are all signals that something inside is already under stress. Waiting on these symptoms because the truck still technically runs is how a $1,500 solenoid replacement turns into an $8,000 full unit swap. The transmission doesn't go from perfectly fine to completely dead overnight. It usually sends signals for weeks or months first, and those signals are your window to act before the damage compounds. If your Ford is still under its powertrain warranty, which is typically 5 years or 60,000 miles from the factory, this is the moment to be proactive rather than reactive. Get any strange symptom checked out immediately, rather than waiting to see if it goes away. Because once you cross that warranty threshold, every single repair comes directly out of your pocket. And as we've already seen, that threshold is exactly where a disturbing number of these failures seem to cluster, right around 80 to 90,000 miles for some models, landing just outside coverage in a way that feels almost too convenient to be coincidence. For owners who are already outside of warranty and facing a scary noise or a dashboard warning light, the smartest first move isn't calling the dealership, it's getting an independent diagnostic opinion first. A transmission specialist who isn't trying to sell you a brand new unit has less incentive to jump straight to the most expensive possible fix, and they're often better equipped to catch something like that low-voltage phantom code issue we talked about earlier, the kind of problem that looks like a transmission failure but is actually something far cheaper hiding in plain sight. Several popular Ford models have been discussed in these reports, including certain model years of the F-150, Expedition, Ranger, Mustang, and Explorer, equipped with the 10-speed automatic transmission. It's important to note that not every vehicle with this transmission develops problems, and many owners report years of trouble-free operation. However, the volume of complaints has been significant enough to attract media attention, legal filings, and continued discussion among mechanics and consumer advocates. What makes these situations even more frustrating for affected owners is that transmission problems often don't begin with a catastrophic failure. Instead, many drivers report subtle warning signs that gradually become more severe over time. A slightly rough shift between gears may seem harmless at first. Then the hesitation becomes more frequent. Soon the vehicle begins jerking while accelerating, delaying gear engagement after shifting into drive, or producing loud clunks during normal driving. Because these symptoms can appear intermittently, some owners initially assume the issue is software-related or simply normal transmission behavior. Unfortunately, in some reported cases, those early symptoms eventually led to major mechanical repairs. Repair costs vary dramatically depending on the exact problem. A software update may cost relatively little, while replacing a valve body, torque converter, or internal clutch components can become significantly more expensive. Once internal damage spreads throughout the transmission, dealerships often recommend replacing the complete unit rather than rebuilding it. At that point, invoices approaching $7,000, $8,000, or even $9,000 have reportedly appeared for some owners, especially when labor, programming, taxes, and additional parts are included. Many owners naturally ask why modern transmissions have become so expensive compared to older vehicles. The answer lies in today's engineering. Modern automatic transmissions contain sophisticated hydraulic systems, electronic solenoids, dozens of sensors, adaptive learning software, precision machined components, and integrated control modules that communicate continuously with the engine, stability control system, and onboard computers. Diagnosing a single shifting issue often requires advanced diagnostic equipment before any repair work even begins. The increased complexity improves efficiency and performance, but also raises repair costs when something goes wrong. Warranty coverage becomes another major factor in these situations. Owners whose vehicles remain within the factory powertrain warranty may have qualifying repairs covered, depending on the diagnosis and warranty terms. However, drivers whose warranties have expired can face the full financial burden themselves. This is where stories of massive repair bills generate so much attention online. A vehicle that otherwise appears to be in excellent condition can suddenly require repairs costing nearly as much as the value of an older used car. Independent repair shops sometimes offer lower-cost alternatives compared to dealerships by rebuilding transmissions instead of replacing them entirely. However, even rebuilds require specialized expertise, precision machining, updated components, and extensive testing. Modern electronically controlled transmissions are far more complicated than the units installed 2 or 3 decades ago, meaning not every repair facility is equipped to perform these jobs successfully. As a result, many owners feel they have limited options when faced with a major transmission diagnosis. Ford has issued technical service bulletins for certain transmission-related concerns over the years, providing dealerships with updated diagnostic procedures or software calibrations for specific conditions. It's important to understand that a technical service bulletin, or TSB, is not the same as a recall. A TSB provides guidance for technicians addressing known issues under certain conditions, whereas a recall generally involves a safety-related defect requiring corrective action. This distinction often creates confusion among vehicle owners who assume every widely discussed problem automatically results in a recall. Consumer advocates frequently recommend paying close attention to early warning signs rather than waiting for symptoms to become severe. Hard shifts, delayed engagement, transmission warning messages, slipping between gears, or unusual noises should never be ignored. Early diagnosis may identify software-related issues or smaller component failures before extensive internal damage occurs. Although early repairs are never welcome, they can sometimes prevent much larger repair bills later. The growing discussion surrounding these reported transmission issues has also influenced the used vehicle market. Some buyers now research transmission history as carefully as engine reliability before purchasing a used pickup or SUV. Vehicle history reports, maintenance records, software update documentation, and pre-purchase inspections have become increasingly important for shoppers investing tens of thousands of dollars in a used truck. For sellers, demonstrating consistent maintenance and documented repairs may help reassure potential buyers who have heard about these reported issues but don't know whether a particular vehicle has been affected.